What the Deepwoken devs need to do is allow us to make boss suggestions. And now I don't mean like, oh, like bug fixes or like Duke should do this, Ferryman should start doing this. No, like allow us to make new bosses to be added to the game. Now, it's been a minute since, I've been inside this Deepwoken shit. I gotta start doing more research. I don't know if they allow that, but I don't know if there's been any new bosses that have been added because of, Deepwoken players. But if not, I feel like they should allow us to do that. Seeing how the way Deepwoken players cook up like new weapons, they make like the best weapon suggestions, the best weapon designs. I know that myself, I know the Deepwoken community could probably cook up way better bosses than the Deepwoken devs. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Deepwoken players have very creative minds. They're not, a lot of us Deepwoken players, we're not stupid, we're not dumb, we don't got like one brain cell. You know what I'm saying? We actually are creative and smart here. So I personally believe if they allow this or like just make it possible and actually take consideration on like, boss designs or boss suggestions from Deepwoken players, I think the game, would just be like a little bit more fun and a little bit just more cooler. But it could be hard in the sense just because, when it comes to having a new boss in Deepwoken in some areas, you would need like a new land or like just like a new island at that, like not even just land, like island, like a big ass area or whatever, just for this new boss. So which I could see is a little bit difficult. But on top of that, and then on top of that, lore. If the boss really doesn't line up with the lore, then it's like I don't think they could add it in unless they like just go crazy and just say fuck it, and add it in. But I'm pretty sure that you need lore, so it's like lore and then land. But like I said, us Deepwoken players, we not dumb as fuck. Deepwoken players, they know how to line up with the lore. I know Deepwoken players are really intrigued with the lore as well because the lore is really good in Deepwoken. So I think they could line up with that and make the boss easier for them to add. So it's like the dev don't have to add in the lore with the boss that was suggested or designed for the game. Then when you really think about it, if the Deepwoken devs do allow this or like just add this in some way for the Deepwoken players to do this, I feel as if it would take off a lot of pressure off on the Deepwoken devs because say if they got like a big update coming up and it's like damn, like what boss should we add? Like they know that they need a boss with this update. Nigga, they don't have to really think for real. Like not saying they can or whatever, but it's like what's to it if you know what I'm saying? If they just go inside the suggestions or whatever and just grab a little boss. You hear me though? Like just take your little boss, fuck give a little credit to the person that made a suggestion and call it a day. Like what's wrong with that? They've already been doing it now with like the weapons. It's just like what's crazy if they do it with the bosses on some shit. That's what I personally think. I think it would take off, just a lot of pressure and make updates, flesh out easier, and some bosses, don't even have to be in the game for the whole time. Like these could be like limited time bosses. Like damn, like that's actually a good idea. Like I never really thought about that. Like this could be like a limited time boss, like just for like a little event or like something like the Deepwoken, players, like they accomplished something in the community, like they did something for the Deepwoken devs. Like this could be like a limited time boss. Like here y'all go, here's some new loot, what I'm saying? Here's some new content for y'all to upload on or, just to play around and, have fun just because y'all did this. Like it could be that on some shit like, wow, like that could really be done. Like just so like if there is a problem, like a lag problem for having so many bosses or like, you just don't want that many bosses in your game, like you could just really just do limited time jump. That's what I think. So Deepwoken devs, please do this.